Our hearts have been ripped apart. The family of the murdered soldier Lee Rigby have spoken about their sorrow and their pride in the man they called their hero. His stepfather said he was a man who believed life was for living and had always been dedicated to his family and job. Our North of England correspondent Kieran Jenkins has this.
This is a family shaken with grief. Mother, stepfather and wife of Lee Rigby, a man they described simply as a hero.
I just want to say that I love Lee. I always will. And I'm proud to be his wife. He's due to come up this weekend. So we could continue our future together as a family. He was a devoted father to our son Jack. And we'll both miss him terribly.
His son is just 2 years old. He also has 4 sisters. Ian Rigby, his stepdad, said it was always his dream to join the army.
Lee was a man who loved people. He had many friends growing up in Middleton and on army duties all over the world where he'd been sent. He believed life was for living, and he will be sorely missed by all who knew him.
They recalled a happy child who became a popular young man and a dedicated soldier. Lee's mother, Lynn, clutched his regiment's mascot as Lee's last message to her was read out.
The last text he sent to his mum read, "Good night, Mum. I hope you had a fantastic day today, because you are the most fantastic 1 in a million mum that anyone could ever wish for. Thank you for supporting me all these years. You're not just my mum, you're my best friend. Good night and love you loads."
Hours later, news broke of a suspected terror attack near the barracks in Woolwich. Lee's family tried desperately to contact him, but early yesterday morning, their worst fears were confirmed, and they remain in deepest shock.
You don't expect it to
No,
happen.
you don't expect it. I mean,
When he's in the UK, you think they're safe.
when he's in Afghan, I mean, you come to terms with it.
You know there's dangers, don't you?
You know
when they
there's
go somewhere
dangers.
like
You
that?
don't expect something like that on your doorstep.
This was Lee serving in Afghanistan, a machine gunner with the 2nd Battalion of the Royal Regiment of Fusiliers. He was also a proud member of the Drum Corps. In York this afternoon, soldiers of the 2nd Signal Regiment were welcomed home. Just a week ago, these men and women were on active duty in Afghanistan. But in this homecoming, the death of Lee Rigby is very much on people's minds. A serviceman who, after all, was savagely murdered not in Helmand province, but on an ordinary British street. What was the feeling in your regiment when you heard that news?
Well, we were all deeply saddened by it. Just thought it was horrible to come back home and hear about it happening.
Does it in any way affect the way you go about your life in the UK?
No, just carry on as normal. We've seen the public are totally behind us, and it's normal business as usual.
For the Rigby family, life will never be the same again. Somehow they found words to express this anguish, in tribute to a husband, a brother and a son who will be sorely missed.
Sleep well, young soldier. Your job is done. Your war is over. Your battle won. Our family chain is broken and nothing is the same. But as God takes us one by one, our chain will link again. Thank you.